this video I'm going to share my immigration experience at the US airport as an international student. So I've been through the US immigration 2 times, because the first time when I first came to America, that was the first immigration experience, and the second time when I went back to my country after 2 years and then came back. So that's the second time. I'm going to be sharing both of my experiences. First one was easy, nothing major, but the second one was very, very different. The second one was hard, difficult. That made me really nervous, and you should just watch the video and you'll know what happened during the second immigration experience. So the first immigration experience, when I first came to the United States, I came to the San Francisco airport. At that airport, I was in the line. You know that after a long flight, you're always tired. So I was tired, and when I got to the immigration, so the immigration officer asked for my passport and my I-20. I-20 is the admission letter that you get from the university. So I handed over my documents to the immigration officer, and then he started asking me questions. He started asking me with where I'm going to stay in the USA. I answered him where I'm going to stay, and then he asked me what university I'm going to, and then he asked me what is my major, what am I going to study, and then he also asked me why did I choose that major, why did I decide to go with that major. So I had to, it was like a tiny second interview, very tiny. It was not that bad, and then that's it. He just let me go after that, passed the immigration. So that was my first experience. Nothing major, simple questions that international students usually get asked. So you should be ready for those questions if you are coming to the USA, and they might ask you these questions at the airport. And if they find anything suspicious, they have full right to send you back to your country. Yes, they can send you back to your country if they find anything suspicious about you. Okay, now let me share my second experience with you. This experience was very harsh for me. I did not expect this to happen, but it happened. So we learn from everything, right? So I learned from that also. So let me start my immigration experience. So last year I came back from India, and I was at the US immigration, and the officer asked me, you went to India, for how long did you stay? And then he asked me how many classes I took last semester. I told him that. So everything was going good, but suddenly, I don't know what happened, he called someone, and a guy with a suit on and tie and everything came to me, and he said, follow me. And I got nervous. I was like, why do I have to follow you? Like, did I do something? Did I make any mistake? Did I do anything wrong? And I thought I was going to get sent back to my country, and I was nervous. So okay, so he told me to follow him. The other gentleman took my documents and asked me to follow him. So he was walking and I was walking behind him, and he took me to one room. And when we got to that room, there was a big desk, and there were like 3 officers sitting on those desks, and there were a lot of chairs. There were like more students like me who were sitting on that chair, and some of the other people were sitting over there. They were being asked questions. So I was sitting on that chair, and he told me to wait there until they called my name. So I was sitting there, I was nervous, I started sweating, because I did not sleep for 2 days, because my flight was 24-hour flight, and then my flight got late. So I was like sitting at the airport for a long time without sleeping. So I was really tired. I did not sleep for 2 days, because in the plane you did not get to sleep. So I was tired, I was nervous, I was sweating. I was like, why did they bring me here? What are they going to ask me? And I was just praying that I was just praying that they should just let me go. Okay, and then my turn came. That lady, she called my name. So I went to her desk, and she started asking me questions. So she actually did a second interview. It was like a visa interview, same thing. So she started asking me, why did I go to India? For how long did I stay in India? And I answered her. And then she asked me, how many classes am I taking this semester? I answered her how many classes I'm taking, and then she asked me who is sponsoring my education. I told her my parents are sponsoring my education. And then she asked me what do they do. She asked their profession. She kept asking me, okay, who is sponsoring you? How are they sponsoring you? How much money they have? I said they both work, and we also have agricultural land, so we make money from agricultural land. And she said, okay, how much you make from agricultural land? And then she said, what do you grow on your land? And I was like, what? She asked me, what do I grow on our land? I said, we grow wheat and rice on our land. And she said, okay, how much land do you have? And I answered her, and then she was just trying to confuse me, trying to like make me nervous, because that's what they do at the immigration. They will try to make you nervous. Maybe that's for good, because this is, well, just to keep the security tight. That's what they have to do. That's their job. So I answered her questions, even though I was nervous. I could not even speak, like when I was speaking, like some of the voice was not coming out because I was too nervous. I was like, when you're nervous, you can't even talk. So I was that level of nervous. So I answered her that also. And then she asked me, how many hours do you study? She just kept asking me like questions like this. How many hours do you study? I said, I study like 5 hours a day. Or depends on how many classes I have, how much homework I have. And after that, she was like, okay. She said, okay, you can go. She gave me my passport and my I-20 letter. And then I was like, wow. I felt relieved. When you are not mentally ready for something, and they just start asking you those questions, and you need time to think about it. And we just did not expect that, and you were like, oh. So just remember that when you get the visa, it doesn't mean that you can get entry in the USA. The immigration officer, they will decide if they want to give you entry in the USA or not. Because many students have been deported just from the airport. That's it. I just wanted to share my experience with you. Hopefully this might benefit you in some way. And if you have any question, you can leave a comment below. You think I missed something, or if you want me to make video on something that you want to see, leave a comment below. I'll make sure I'll make a video on that. And make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you have any question, you can contact me on Instagram. I will always leave a link in the description or somewhere on the screen to my Instagram. You can always contact me on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to help you, to guide you in the right direction. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you will not miss any video. This is Aman signing off. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tab tak ke liye, take care.